Saints running back George Rogers once said, "I want to run for 1,500 yards or 1,000 yards, whichever comes first." Now, obviously, he wasn't a genius, but it doesn't take genius to win in a fantasy football league, but to win a lot of money, it may.
Most of us have played fantasy football before or know someone who does. For us, we've both played and are fans of football, so we know a lot about the topic. Fantasy football originated from an idea a couple of men had into the cultural phenomenon it is today.
Fantasy football started with two men and an idea. The fantasy football started when employees of the Oakland Raiders thought up the idea of a personal team management game amongst friends. According to Wikipedia, rules for what would eventually become known as fantasy football were developed during the 1963 season. Bill Wickenbach and Scotty Sterling were the founders. The boom of the early 1990s, fantasy football took off, and as Rant Sports described, America's new pastime.
Following the popularity of fantasy football, it became a ring for betting. Fantasy football has become one of the largest games in the world, from relatively cheap bets amongst friends to large bets across the world. According to Forbes, an estimated 32 million people aged 12 and above in the U.S. and Canada played fantasy sports in 2010. These people usually engage in free online leagues with friends. Although it's hard to estimate exactly how much money is bet on fantasy football, according to NBCNews.com, $1.34 billion is just invested in fantasy football in bets in 2011.
Fantasy football now is a way of life during the NFL season. Fantasy football has stemmed from a use of players' stats into a way of life. The TV show The League depicts the cultural aspects of fantasy football. Furthermore, new ways of celebrating fantasy football drafts and matchups have appeared in recent years, such as trips to Vegas and parties to enjoy drafts.
This is the two men's culmination of their ideas. An idea sprouted from two men has led to a worldwide phenomenon that has changed the way we watch football. Fantasy football gives fans incentives to watch football, which has helped